Yeah. Good afternoon, classmates. Today we're going to present the argument component on your mental map. The first thing that we're going to present is a little word map that my partner is going to explain you. So pay attention, guys.
Okay, guys, we are going to do a little exercise. I am going to give you some commands. When I tell you the numbers, you are going to do exactly what it says here. For example, number 1, sit down. Number 2, stand up. Number 3, you are going to switch your seats. And number 4, you are going to hug. Okay, we are going to start with number 2. Number 1. Number 3. Number 4. Number 1. Number 3. And the last one, number 2. Number 2. Okay, that's it. We are going to start with our presentation.
So thank you guys for your presentation. Now we're going to focusing on the topic, the argument component of your mental maps. So from the topic, we have a little information. So I would like to somebody can help me with the reading. Richard, could you manage?
The match between claims and warranty in arguments. The authors will have employed the tools for thinking in order to develop a convincing argument. The 4 components of the mental map will help you evaluate a range of factors that contribute to the content and robustness of the argument.
Well, it means that this part of the text refers to the tools that we can develop on the mental map that can help us to do a good product. So now we have another information that is ensure your mental map will enable you to home in what authors were trying to do, why and which was success. We discussed the component that focuses on the match between authors' claim and the quality of the evidence supporting them. This means that everything that's going to put on our mental map have been supported by the information that the authors provide in the test or in the reading that we have written. So we have a topic, 2 dimensions of variation among the knowledge claims. Please, Washer, could you read?
2-dimensional variation among knowledge claims. We saw that the argument is constructed from one or more claims to knowledge assertion that something is or normatively should be true.
Well, as I told you, the main idea of this part of the test is focusing on what is supported by we read it in order to have the true things that we read. So now we have a chapter that we have a chapter, yeah, where we can see the mental components and the aspect of author's argument that will help you examine it. So I would like to help me, Patricia. Could you help me, Patricia?
Wait. I can see. Which part?
The first one.
2 dimensions of variation amongst knowledge claims about the social world affecting their vulnerability to criticism. 3 kinds of knowledge: data reflecting on investigating and taking action in the social world. 4 types of literature that inform understanding and practice. 5 sorts of intellectual projects that generate literature about the social world.
Good, thank you. Now, Alex, could you read another aspects of the authors, another part of the chart, please?
The author,
Yes.
author's tentativeness or certainty about their claims and their willingness to generalize relative to the amount of appropriate evidence available,
The next.
and the basis of their claims as relevant to theory, new research, evidence, or experience. Whether the account aims to inform theory, research, knowledge, practice, or policy on some common weaknesses that can render each type less than convincing.
The last one.
Others' reasons for undertaking their work and aiming to understand, evaluate, change others' actions directly or through training, or improve their own action.
Well, now it's mean the first part we talk about the components of the mental map. So it helped us to do the best in the best way that going to transmit with the mental map, and that is the part of the actors that can support us that we write in the mental map based on the reading of the or the information that the authors share with us. Now we have another aspect of this topic. Mercy, could you read the first one?
We saw how warranting can be provided and be appropriate,
And the second one?
but still being acquired and not sufficiently convincing for the critical reader, and the conflict warranted claim often fails to convince because
Another one?
based on insufficient amount of robust evidence to support the degree of certainty with which this claim is made. The evidence does not justify the extent to which the claim is generalized beyond its immediate context, or both.
Yeah, there is some suggestion that we're going to apply when we are making a mental map. We have to take in consideration that because it's really important to us. Now we're going to develop another part of the topic, so my partner is going to explain.
Okay, I'm Maria Jose, and I'm going to talk about certainty about claim. So, knowledge claims are made with varying degrees of certainty. Please, Carmita, could you read?
Always appropriate for the critical reader to ask whether there is enough evidence to support the degree of certainty with which a claim has been made.
Exactly. Effectively, if you don't have any evidence or maybe few evidence, you can not you can now what is the claim, the real claim or certain claim. Or, for example, this is one example of highly certain claim. Could you read, Alex?
Training managers, they must safely learn more effectively when they are praised than when their efforts are assessed.
What do you think about this, Monse?
As example said,
Yes.
as example said, is it's a demonstrator of the
someone that you criticize someone?
It could be, I don't know.
It's better to praise someone because if you are criticized by someone, you couldn't be more enthusiastic or be more happy, for example. There are some kinds of claims. For example, this is one of example that the claim is compatible with a strong certain claim. Could you read, Adrián?
The claim is that the earth is round. Why is wrong? Why can you support this claim?
Exactly. For example, Mercy. Why is wrong?
Why is wrong? Because it has some background information with some researchers. According, for example, some authors.
Exactly. Another evidence is that is warranted by the evidence that can you fly westwards for long enough and you end up in the east side. How can you support this claim? Another reason, Sebastian?
This claim could be supported by, for example, if you are going by, let's suppose you are standing on the coast, on the shore, and you are looking at a ship going far from the coast. Then you're going to see that the ship's going to disappear because the world's run, and you are just going to see the top, and then later you're not going to see.
Exactly. Good point. Another is that you can verify this with the satellite photographs because they are showing us that the form of Earth is curved. And please, Maite, could you read?
Yes. There are other ways in which authors may signal their own lack of certainty.
Exactly. One of them is tentativeness. Tentativeness is a signal through hypotheses. For example, Jessica, what is hypothesis? Sorry.
It's an idea of something. It's assumption.
Maybe. Hypothesis is a claim that is a claim consisting of a proposition or a statement that something is the case and which is approved for this moment. Thank you.
Now we are going to talk about the generalization. The generalization is an interesting topic because when we are reading a paragraph or passage of any book or maybe a essay, article, journal, that the generalization in this topic is a statement that captures a big idea. But sometimes glasses over, there's some interesting details. For this reason, we need to take into account some strategies to identify the generalization about the topic that we read. These are strategies: checking the extent to which finding from which the context
studied also apply to other contexts. Patricia, could you read the second, please?
Yep. Some level of generalization is normally accepted in research.
Okay. The next, Mercy, please could you read?
Examine a phenomenon in a limited way in order to find out something that is likely to be true under similar circumstances.
Thank you. This strategy is so important that you take when you read any kind of book. So now, yeah. Now we have an example. Please, Carmita, could you read?
A training manager learn more effectively when there are praise than when their efforts are criticized.
Okay, thank you. In this part, as you can see in this example, we have a high level of generalization. But the claims in this part is asserted to have universal applicability because we don't have some evidence that helps to provide that this we read is true. Finally, the generalizations are in themselves. Just claims that something is no, not proof that is no. Thank you. Next.
Okay, we are going to continue with scrutinizing the certainty and generalization of claims together. We are going to start with a chart. Okay, here is the chart. We have the mix between claim and generalization. We have the high level in generalization and low level. In this case, in this part, we have the low level and high level of the claim. Okay, the generalization and the scrutinizing about these topics are related with great effectiveness. The first one is the degree of certainty and generalization of claims interact between themselves, and as a result, we have varying graduality either from low to high certainty or from low to high generalization. It is independent, the result. In this case, the second one is the degree of certainty and independent of degree of generalization. Both combination are is possible. So we can mix low high low high. So we can have low level of generalization and low level of claim. We also have low level of generalization and high level of claim. We could have high level of generalization and low level of the claim, and high level of the generalization and high level of the claim. So as a critical reader, we have to be alert in order to understand this chart as I presented before. And the generality or certainty associated with the claim might not be stated close to the main concluding statements. So we, as critical readers, and in this case, with a claim, we can say that our opinion and our analysis in a reading, we can check many generalizations and claims. So they are parts, fundamental parts of the reading. And the last one, we have, whenever that we identify a claim, first we have to evaluate those degrees and their then certainty. And the result is then we have to set our expectations according about the extent of warranting. We must find the account if we are accept the claim. Okay.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Melanie Chavez. I am going to explain about high rates rating, high resulting, high generalization. Yeah, high risk rating is a critical reader. You require extensive warranty to be convinced when claims are made high recently and high generalization. The same is likely to be true of the critical reader how assess your rating work. Please, here we have the different rules for high risk rating. Please, one by one, read the rules.
Don't wait until the last minute to write an essay.
If you feel panicked about finishing paper, let your instructor know.
Use secondary sources only if asked to do so by the instructor.
Don't feel that you have to sound as learn as the sources you're reading.
Don't look at another student's paper when you are blocked.
Don't write from someone else's notes. Means you don't know precisely the source of the idea. Yeah, thank you. Yeah. And this part is very important, at least to all context and high level of extraction. Moderate vulnerability to rejection since the claim is tentative but generalization to other context is extensive. A warranty check is there sufficient evidence from the specific context and the other context to support this tentative claim which extensive generalization. Yeah, high certainty is to make them conditional and in test results are reliable. This is indefinitely the case. High generalizations can be conditional as in the was discovered might also apply in other contexts to degree that is other similar to them. And high recently and high regionalization. So a critical reader to be alert to low certainty, low generalization claims. Thank you.
Good afternoon, classmates. My name is Brian Pujaisela. Could you help me? Yeah, okay. Under ambitious writing, first we have three keywords in this part: certainly, ambitious, and generalization. Certainly, is a factual security that you have as a guarantee of a statement. In this part, you have to be clear. You have to be safe about what, about what did you investigate. Next, we have ambitious. Maite, could you help me reading, please, the ambitious?
Ambitious. It is someone's desire to possess, will, fame, power, or honor.
Okay, this is the concept about the dictionary, but according to researching, this part means that we have to look for more information, get more information, and finally we have generalization. It's a process by which a universal conclusion is established from a particular observation or observation. This part means just is the process to add a conclusion. Okay. Here we have all the opposite. What happens if we have low certainty? Our researching will be full of doubts, and the statement will be insecure. Next, we have low ambitious. This part will be that we get little information. The researching doesn't go beyond the limits, and finally we have low generalization, that the conclusion the conclusion will be wrong and doesn't test the hypothesis. Okay.
Finally, I talked about one example about the general topic. He made a research, but in this part his research is about the high teachers, because in England he was researching about the education, because he has a hypothesis, but he in this research he conclude with this table. His position may be located between the upper and lower left hand cells. Maybe in this position, because his research have a low centrality. As my partner said, when someone have a low centrality, is because his searching is not good. But according with this searching, the generalization is moderate. It means that his general information he has a big information.
With according with this searching, identify the degree of the certainty and generalization of claims. We can we ask we need have a good certainty and generalization of our claims. Now check how well this degree of certainty and generalization matches up with the amount of appropriate evidence employed in warranty. We have some recommendations. Be cautious about asserting greater certainty over our clients to knowledge than you have evidence to support. In this part, all of us know that when we do a searching, we need some information that possible we search and about making a broad generalization except perhaps a high level of the abstraction. In this part, we need read, but we need have a good abstraction of our readings. Thank you.
Yeah. I'm Maria Jose González.
I am Adriana Castillo. I am Susana Vega. I am Megan Chavez.
I am Alberto Andrade.
I am José Soto.
We are.
Thank you.
Thank you.